Well, hello there, friends. Another Italian classic today. Bucatini alla Matriciana. Phenomenal recipe, real simple to do. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell. Stay tuned, we're doing it right now together, friends. Okay, friends, let me show you how to make this amazing pasta. That is definitely one of the Italian classic, and we got to try to make it as traditional as possible. Otherwise, my family in Italy is going to give me some trouble. But the family in France is also giving me trouble, so I got to go in between the two of them. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So, friends, the Italian will never put olive oil in the pan. I'm going to put just a drizzle, almost nothing. I'm using this amazing extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to put just a little bit, like, oop, you see, look, almost nothing. Almost nothing. And then I'm going to put some guanciale. Guanciale is the cheek of the pig. Not easy for you to find, trust me. It's not easy for us to find it either. You have to go to an Italian market for that. Can't find it, get some pancetta. It's not a smoked salmon, smoked bacon. It's a cured bacon. So this is traditional to use the cheek. It's quite special. What you want to do is you want to remove the skin and cut it in little pieces like this. Elegant, you see? Elegant little pieces. That's all. Really simple. We'll take them. We're going to put them in here. Now, my pan is a little hot, but not too hot. It's probably about 150 degrees, 150 Fahrenheit, that is. Right? I'm just a little bit. I want to be as gentle as possible with this guanciale. Because if I go too fast, my friends, what's going to happen? See, very low flame. Look, I'm almost in no flame at all. Because if I go too fast, I am going to burn the lean part of it before the fat has time to render. And that's what we're doing. So we're going to take this guy, put it right here. And really, really simple. Now, in this recipe, it smells amazing. It really, really smells amazing, friends. If you could be here. Like I said, can't find it, use pancetta. If you can't find that either, use whatever makes you happy. But try to find a bacon that is not smoked. Not exactly easy to find either. So anyway, use whatever makes you happy. Another thing that I'm going to break the rule is onion. You're not supposed to put onion into this sauce. You're not supposed to do that. And Amatriciana has no onion, period. Why am I putting some? Because I'm half French, half Italian. How much am I going to put in? So little. Matter of fact, hey, I got this little camera right there. Oh, did I tell you about the guanciale? Did I talk a little bit about it? I just wanted to tell you, when you buy it, my friends, make sure it's very white and you got some lean powder there. It's very white. It's all about the quality of the fat that we're going to get in there. So it's very important. The onion, I want to show you. Remember, it's not supposed to be in there. The onion. Actually, the flavor of the onion is supposed to be in there, but not the pieces of onion. So I cut it so thin, then you're hardly going to be able to tell. You're never going to be able to tell it's in there, but you're going to get the flavor of it. Why am I putting it in there? Because tomatoes, I mean, I have very sweet tomatoes. La Valle tomatoes are very sweet tomatoes, but no matter what, this is only going to cook 10 minutes. So the sugar that we're going to get, a little bit of the onion is going to help us offset that acidity. And I promise you, it's very little. This is like 2 tablespoons of chopped onion, so little. Then the presence of it is not going to be there, but the flavor of it is going to be there. Pretty simple stuff, right? It's not really complicated. None of it is complicated. We're going to let this saute for a minute. We're going to increase the heat a little bit because it's doing quite well. You see, it's releasing enough fat right now. I just wanted to render that fat, but I don't want to burn it. With this, we are going to use also a chili pepper. In Italy, they use a peperoncino. So it's a chili pepper that is not too hot. It's not too hot. So what I do is I clean it, I remove the seeds, and I just take it. Remember when you're cutting a pepper, friends, you always go skin side down. And you want to make it so little, then it's almost going to disappear. We don't want big pieces in there. And we're cutting what we call a small bonnoise. I don't know what they call it in Italian, the small bonnoise. Small bonnoise is the smallest dice you can make. And you see, you can't make smaller than this. Right? And we're going to take this, and we're going to put it in there in a minute. All right? Now, if you don't have any of that, my friends, let's say you don't have any of that. What do? You can use the crushed chili pepper. Okay? It's fine. We want it to be spicy. It's a spicy tomato sauce. And right here, my friend, I want you to see what's going on. We got some little caramelization here, not too much. I promise you, no. A lot of questions also, I get. Garlic. Why don't we put garlic? Because it doesn't go in there. You could put a little bit of it if you want. Be delicate. The Italians don't use much garlic, let me tell you. My mom used very, very little garlic. Garlic is, I learned to use garlic in America. We use a lot more garlic than we do in France or in Italy. Not that much at all. All right, so I got tomatoes. I got those La Valle tomatoes, and I love very much. I crushed them by hand. You don't want to use a machine. Don't cut them. Don't cut them with a knife. Just crush them with your hand. Okay? Use a good Italian peeled tomatoes and crush them like this with your hand. Remove this, if you find the core of the tomato, just get rid of that. Otherwise, that's all there is to it. All right, now I want you to see, friends. Look at this right here. Look at this. It smells amazing. And now what we're going to do, friends, we're going to put a little white wine. And remember, put a white wine you're willing to drink. Don't be cooking with a wine you don't want to drink, right? And what we're going to do, we're going to create a reduction. So we're going to put a little bit of wine, not much, just a little bit. And the wine will completely disappear, my friends. Completely disappear. It's going to help continue cooking the guanciale, and it's going to reduce down to nothing. The pasta we're going to use, let me clean this up. Let me take this out of there. Let me do this, friends. The pasta we're going to use, you can use spaghetti. In Rome, they use the spaghetti. But I like it with bucatinis. Bucatinis is a big spaghettis with a hole in it. I'll show you. I got this little camera right there. Let's see if it does it. Let's see. Hey, dude, can you check this out? Can you see if you... Dude, I'm talking to the camera. Yeah, uh-huh. You know you're in trouble when the YouTuber talks to the camera. What do you think, dude? Can you see it? Can you see it right there? You guys see it right there? See it? Oh, yeah, they can see it. Okay. It's a big spaghetti with a hole in it. It's like a big spaghetti with a hole in it. I love a bucatini. But in Rome, they make it with spaghettis. We're not in Rome. We're in Fort Lauderdale. So we're going to make it with bucatini. I'm going to hear it again. And when I come home, they email from the Italian side. You're supposed to make it with the spaghettis, not with the bucatinis. If you have Italian at home, make sure you use these spaghettis. We're also going to use for cheese, friends, we're going to use the pecorino romano. Not Reggiano Parmesan. Now, you want to use Reggiano Parmesan? You go right ahead. It's your pasta. You do whatever you want. But if you're going to cook and it's American, you're going to use Pecorino Romano. What's the difference between Pecorino Romano and Reggiano Parmesan? The Pecorino Romano is made with sheep's milk. It's not sheep, though. Look. You see right there? Complete reduction of the wine. Complete reduction of the wine. Now, my friends, we're going to put the tomatoes. Now, my friends, we're putting the tomatoes. Now we're going to reduce the heat. And we're going to scrape all this. And we're going to cook it low. And we're going to cook it about 10 to 12 minutes, which will give us plenty of time to cook the pasta. Oh, don't forget to put the pepper, chili pepper. If you can forget fresh chili pepper, great. I'd always put a little bit of this. Very little. Careful, because you don't want it to be too hot. You don't want it to be too hot. All right? So we're going to cook this. Then we got a nice, beautiful paste right there. We're going to cook this. We're going to cook the pasta. Very simple, my friends. Get a big pot. Put a lot of salt in there. Remember, it's got to be like the seawater. Measure carefully. I put about 3 ounces per person. I got about 6 ounces of Bucatinis. Don't break them, just let them fall. They're gonna fall. We don't need a cover. They're gonna take about 10 to 12 minutes to cook. This guy right there, I'm gonna increase the heat. It's gonna take about 10 to 12 minutes to cook. We're gonna finish it together, and then we're gonna serve it. We're gonna put the pecorino romano on it. I'll be back in about 10 to 12 minutes. For you, a second. Okay, friends. It's been about 10, 11 minutes. Depends the pasta, remember. And don't worry about the water, my friend. We're gonna take the pasta. Oh, I want you to see the sauce. Look at the sauce, you see? Sauce is perfect, my friends. All right, don't worry about the water. We want to put a little water. You get back in there. We want to make sure, friends, then the pasta got a lot of water. Okay, look at that. You lost one pasta. Okay, no problem, Jean-Pierre. Close. We're done. Now what we're going to do, we're going to mix all this up. It's very important, friends, that we mix all this up now. Now, you can put your cheese in here now, or you can put it at the end. It's really up to you what you want to do. Pecorino Romano, remember now, if you want to be traditional, you put Pecorino Romano. And then you can add more at the end. Now, could you add basil to this? Of course you could add basil to this. But don't call it Amatriciana because it doesn't go with it. You see, look how beautiful that is. All right, now we're going to take a ladle. And we're going to put it in there. And we're going to make sure it fits in there correctly. And it doesn't always work, but we want to try to make a nice mount. And all we're going to do is we're going to twist them. Twist them, twist them, so they look pretty, that's all. Right? And then we're going to take the ladle, we put it in, and voila. Pretty simple, right? Turn the heat off. One more thing, friends. Don't like it when there's one out of that. You see, it fell. We're going to take a little bit of black pepper and a little more pecorino romano. You can do it shaved with a microplane grater, or you can just do grated. By the way, you know how I grate it? I put it in a food processor and I grate it like that. Little food processor. Voila. Let me get a spoon and a fork because this is my favorite moment of the day. I'm going to take a little bit of the pasta and try not to be too much of a, look at this. I say a little bit and then all of a sudden half of the plate wants to come in. I do it with a spoon like that. I know the Italian don't like it, but because I don't want it to be too much of a slab when I'm eating in front of you. It's perfect. You can taste the chili pepper a little bit. The cheese, the saltiness of the cheese, that's perfect. My friend, I hope you make this amazing recipe, really simple to make. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell, friends. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next couple of days with another fantastic video.